Revised Mazda 2 Super Mini takes on nation's biggest seller to find the best value small hatch. The market for this car is broad, from premium models such as the Audi A1 and Mini to the two more mainstream machines we are testing here, the Mazda 2 and Ford Fiesta. The former has been around for a while, but Mazda recently updated its small car to keep it fresh. Similarly, Ford has brought a new specification and engine tunes for the Fiesta to better reflect what modern buyers want. Both cars in this test are enjoyable to drive, and in fact they are just about the most fun you can have in a new car on a limited budget. The Fiesta has lots of grip and an agile chassis, while its steering is quick and well weighted, so it's a good fun car on a B road. In comparison, the Mazda 2 is more reserved and you have to work the engine harder. However, the Fiesta is also comfortable with well-damped suspension that keeps the worst bumps from really upsetting the ride without introducing lots of body roll at the same time. It's well controlled and composed over most roads, and while it's no luxury car, the Fiesta rides sweetly. There is some wind and road noise at motorway speeds, but this is true of all Super Minis, and the 1-liter EcoBoost engine is quiet most of the time. Fitting this engine to the entry-level Fiesta is a big upgrade over previous naturally aspirated unit. Those cars were underpowered, yet this turbo unit is flexible and usable because there are plenty of torque in the middle of the rev range. The Mazda misses out on this with its non-turbo engine, even with mild hybrid assistance, so you have to rev the engine harder than the Ford to make similar progress. It's not as refined either. There is an enjoyable 3-cylinder thumb from the Ford's motor, meaning it's fun to use. The 6-speed gearbox isn't as precise as the Mazda's box, but it still offers a satisfying shift to add the driving experience, while the performance in gear is good enough to keep up with traffic. Mazda revamped the 2 Super Mini recently, but the updates were relatively minor. Changes to the suspension and steering are the most notable when it comes to the driving experience, but these haven't altered where the Mazda sits in relation to its rivals. It's still one of the best Super Mini to drive if you don't mind the less gutsy non-turbo engine. The steering is numb as in nearly all modern cars, but is well weighted and direct, and the chassis is agile and grippy. The 2 is not quite as playful as the Fiesta, so the Ford has more of a sense of fun about the way it drives, but the Mazda is almost as satisfying. Details such as the slick gear shift and great driving position mean that the 2 is enjoyable on lots of different roads. The engine could be a sticking point for many, though since it does without a turbo, it's more responsive to throttle inputs and rev more sweetly than the Ford's 3-cylinder motor. But the trade-off is that there is not as much torque in the mid-range, even with a small hit of mild hybrid assistance, so you have to change down a gear or two if you want to accelerate quickly. Long gearing exacerbates this because it takes a long time to get to the top of the rev range where the motor develops its maximum power. It's quick enough when you do rev it hard, but this harsh refinement and the trashy engine not isn't interested enough for this to do a lot of fun. The Fiesta engine has more punch and sounds better. The engine in the Mazda 2 now has mild hybrid tech fitted. This means it has a system to reuse energy generated under braking to reduce engine load, which improves starting as well as emission. It makes no difference most of the time, but you can notice that improved responsiveness and smoothness of the start-stop system in traffic. The Fiesta is still one of the finest Super Minis around, and Trend trim is arguably the best value of all. It has plenty of kit and the driving experience is typically Fiesta sharp. The EcoBoost engine is excellent and efficient, while there is enough tech for modern buyers. The Mazda 2 is still a great Super Mini in many ways. It drives well, it's well equipped and good value, and quality is solid. However, it feels a generation behind the Ford, so makes less sense. Its powertrain also feels left behind by new EcoBoost equipped Fiesta.